Netflix. Today it is the number one brand in the entertainment industry. But what are the strategies they used to come to this position? There was a time when the company was about to get sold off in $50 million only. Now its valuation 3200 times more. That is $160 billion. How it gone through difficult times. Let's understand each and everything about Netflix in this very short video. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to this channel as I keep on posting many contents and videos which will be relevant to you today, tomorrow or day after tomorrow in your life. So before you forget, please subscribe now. Netflix was founded by Mr. Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph in August 1997. Actually, the story of starting the Netflix is also very interesting. Once Mr. Reed Hastings, the co-founder of Netflix, forgot to give back the Apollo 13 movie VCR tapes to the company Blockbuster store from which he rented. And then Blockbuster store fined him $40 at that time. And that was a time when Mr. Reed Hastings decided that he will start his own movie renting company where there will be fixed charges, no delay payment charges. And this was the reason why Netflix actually born. And that is the reason why we watching movie every time but just paying one time, paying no delay charges, just watching movie whenever we want, whatever we want. But the road to success was not easy for the co-founders. In the early 2000s, when the dot-com bubble hit, the company was in trouble. At that point of time, Jeff Bezos come in front and wanted to buy the company in just $60 million, but the company rejected it. In fact, in the next 1-2 years, the company started getting more customers. At that same point of time, their own competitor, the same Blockbuster store company, wanted to buy the company in $50 million. But as again, the company rejected it. Today, the valuation of the company is 3,200 times more, $160 billion. Still, the matter of the fact is, the company took 6 years, and in only 2003, the company first time in profit. The transition of the Netflix business. Do we know even that before starting the internet streaming business of movies, which we're watching now actually, Netflix was in the renting and leasing business of DVDs. Yes, they started their journeys with DVDs only. Actually, in 1997, even DVDs were not there in the market. The time was of VHS tapes, yes. But soon they realized that giving the stock and maintaining the stock of VHS tape was not actually logistically possible for them. It was a huge bulky business. So they taken the risk in the starting of the business itself, and they started renting directly DVDs, which was a new technology at that point of time. People who knew them told them that this is a risky business and better not to start with the DVDs, which is a new technology at that point of time. But the company took its risk, and then slowly DVD market picked up. And in fact, in February 2007, Netflix shipped its 1 billionth DVD to the customer. But the risk was not limited here. The company started realizing the market of internet. Though the internet speed was very low that time, but still YouTube was gaining customers. So they decided to enter the streaming business. To solve the issue of the internet speed, Netflix decided to launch the Netflix box. The idea was that in the whole night, the Netflix box will download and store the movie, and in the next day, the viewer can watch the movie as they want. But slowly, the speed of internet started gaining momentum, and the idea of the Netflix box was dropped just after 1 year. And yes, that is how the current business model of Netflix launched. The completely boxless devices, the complete streaming based watching of movies which we are enjoying now was launched in 2007 at that point of time. Again, Netflix was a pioneer in changing the technology at that point of time when they were the leader in the DVD segment. Clearly, risk taking is also one of their best moves. Around 2005-06, Netflix and Blockbuster store was leading the industry. But still, Blockbuster store was number one in the industry and Netflix was number two. Blockbuster store also have their brick and mortar store. To make Blockbuster store go out of the business, Netflix dropped the price of their rental, and the strategy worked out. After 2 more years of business, Blockbuster store gone out of business, and Netflix became the number one in the industry. Netflix International. Only after 13 years in business, Netflix launched itself in Canada in 2010. In 2012, they launched in Europe market, and in 2016, they launched in India also. Today, after 25 years in business, Netflix is in 190 countries. COVID and Netflix. There is a huge relation between the COVID and the Netflix success story. Netflix gained its highest customer in the COVID times, and that is a result why today Netflix has 220 million customers all over the worldwide. Friends, from removing the competitor from the industry to changing their business model by seeing the future technology, seeing their most downturn in the dot-com bubble, to becoming the brand where their customer retention is highest in the world. The story of Netflix is truly a legend by itself. Today Netflix valuation is 285 times more than the valuation which was launched in the IPO time. Hence we can understand how much the investor earned and how much the value this company has created. So the one thing which we can understand from this story is the founder remained committed to the company. And that is the reason that after so many challenges and years of effort, today success is the result which they and their investors got.